I mean, we're cautious about events and meet and greets after everything that happened at TwitchCon. I mean, I feel like I've just been the same. I've been the same. I feel like I've always been cautious. I remember when I was going to TwitchCon originally, like the very first TwitchCon, my manager told me bring your own. We'll get your own security. TwitchCon said no, you can't bring your own security. And then my manager came back and said no, we're bringing our own security. And TwitchCon said no, you can't bring your own security. And then they're like, we have you covered. And then I talked to my manager. My manager was like, they do not have you covered. Bring your own security. They do not have you covered. And my manager like used to work with like celebrities and stuff. Like he's done like he worked with like Lil Nas and has done like higher profile stuff. And so he was just telling me like no, trust me, they don't have your security covered. You need your own security. And so since the very beginning, you know, that's why Bink and Bonk, you know, whatever, were everywhere with me. Those are my security because I've brought Bink and Bonk everywhere to these events because and I've made them pay for it. Generally because they don't have security covered. They claim they do, they say they do, but they do not have security covered. Unfortunately, what happened at the most recent one is, yeah, it sucks. It's terrifying and terrible, and that's just because they don't have security covered. This is kind of ridiculous. Like Twitch didn't even realize how big we were. Like when I went to TwitchCon right after my face reveal, Twitch did not realize how like big of a deal that was. Like they put the Dream SMP panel in the smallest room. There was people waiting outside the Dream SMP panel for like miles. Like there was like thousands of people outside the panel trying to get into the small room panel. Then they didn't let my security come into the panel. Like they said, no, your security can't come into the panel. And of course, like after the panel, I was like, I signed some stuff, whatever. And like, I got like stuck in like the middle of the crowd. Like, I don't know if anyone was there or remembers this, but I got like stuck in the middle of the crowd and their like Twitch security wasn't helping. And then I was like trying to like get out, but of course like it's like fans, like I don't want to like, you know, hurt anybody or push anybody or do whatever. So I got back in, and then from then on Twitch was so accommodating. Like Twitch was like, whatever you need, you can take them everywhere, you can go anywhere, you can do anything. Like what do you need? You need more people, you know, whatever. It was like before that they just didn't realize, and then they see the first panel and go, oh crap, okay, we need to be careful. That was your fault for jumping in. Well, yeah, but like I don't know that. That's what they're there for. That's what, you know what would happen if my security was there? If Binker Blanc was there, Bink would have been like, hell no, you're not going down there, because he would have known. I didn't know. Like everyone was sitting in chairs. So I was like, oh, I can stand. I'm gonna step right here and like sign this flag. And so I stepped off the stage to sign a flag, and then just like everyone stood up out of their chairs, and I was like, all of a sudden I'm in the crowd. So like I didn't know about that. I have no experience. I've never been around that many people, you know. So like I think that's on Twitch. Like that was Twitch's fault. That wasn't my fault. Like it was my fault, but it was Twitch's fault because like they should have like prevented it or helped me do it safely, I guess. After what happened this year at TwitchCon, I hope they do fix their security system because it's like awful. Well, the problem is they won't. But the easiest fix ever is just if you're going to invite streamers, give each streamer 2 security people that are with them around the convention. That's it. It's 2 people per person. If you do that, you will run into far less issues like this. That realistically would not have happened if she just had 2 people that were just around, you know, that were one person on one side, one person on the other, whatever. They see the guy coming up, they stop him, and you know, etc. I know she had one guy, but also like he was to the side. But I'm guessing he was to the side probably because like they told him to, or maybe she even told him to, because you know she doesn't want like the security guard like intruding on her fans' experience or something. You know, it's just not it's not just the streamers in danger, it's the fans as well. Yeah, but like they're just not gonna fix it. It would cost spending a lot more money. And like guys, like I was invited to TwitchCon, but like they didn't want to pay for my security, and I said no, I'm not gonna go. I was like, all right, well, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on security just to go to an event that I don't care about that much. You know, like I would go if you're gonna pay for my security and like accommodations or whatever. Then I'll go because I think it'd be fun. I'll meet people and whatever. But like if you're not gonna pay for my security, then I'm not gonna go because I don't want something to happen or like anything bad to potentially happen. So I just like I've done that multiple times in the past, and they eventually were like, fine, we'll pay for it. But like this time they didn't, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Is bro gonna do meet and greets this upcoming year? I mean, maybe. If I did meet and greets, it'd be like on my own event or my own like, you know, like if I like how I did meet and greets at like concerts. Like it wouldn't be a meet and greet at like a convention. You said this before, but did the VidCon meet and greets? I didn't do a VidCon meet and greet. If you recall, what I did there was I went to my merch booth and met people, and yes, that may seem like a meet and greet, but it wasn't. It was my terms, I decide everything. I decide the time frames. I decide the security. I decide where. I decide when. I decide how. So it is different. It's literally meet and greet. No, I mean, it's a meet and greet, but it's not a meet and greet at an event. Are you going to VidCon this year again so we can buy the tickets cheapest? Probably not, but I don't know. I mean, if they invite me and pay for my security and pay for all my stuff, probably, but maybe not. We'll see. You always not going to VidCon last minute. I don't trust anything anymore. Well, I would never know until last minute because it's always a hassle back and forth. Ever thought about renting an arena and doing a meetup there? No, but like I've done concerts and I've done meetups before the concerts. And I feel like that's similar. Would you ever do more virtual meet and greets? Maybe. Yeah, I guess we'll see.